Hi, I'm Rupali Dutta for Kaiwaa Productions Health and Fitness Series. Homemakers normally put their own health right at the bottom of priority in daily life. One of the major problems that we come across is weight gain, and another frequently asked question is about mothers to be, so pregnant and lactating mothers. What should they eat? What should their diet be? Let me first take up weight reduction. Weight reduction, first of all, even before weight reduction, I think you shouldn't let yourself put on weight. Indian women have this typical mentality or an attitude of कि भाई अब तो शादी हो गई, it doesn't matter. It does matter, because you must understand that as the homemaker, you are the pivot of the family. So if anything happens to your health, the whole family is affected. Taking care of your health and the family supporting you taking care of your health is of prime importance. It's not so difficult, because when you eat healthy, you also ensure that the food in your house is healthy. So as adults, what we can do is cut out on the extra calories from sugars, fried foods. You don't need to eat a fried food every day. Once in a week or twice a week is more than enough to take care of your taste buds. So get the sugar out, that is empty calories. Control your oil. Control your portion sizes. An average Indian woman would not need more than 2 chapatis of that size in every meal. So stick to that. Have a lot of whole fruits. So you don't need juices, you need whole fruits. Whole fruits come with fiber, they come with vitamins, they come with antioxidants and minerals. So they are very good for helping you fill up your stomach, helping you get over your cravings, because half the time we have a sense of hunger only because we are low in electrolytes. And it is true even for winters, because with our heaters on, we do lose a lot of fluids and we do land up getting dehydrated. So dehydration is one of the trigger points of what we think is hunger. So eating a fruit as a snack is a good strategy to take up. Fix your meal timings. Slowly the body gets used to it. You are able to train your body to be hungry at specific times. That prevents overeating. So rather than getting busy in the housework, skipping your breakfast because you're giving it to everybody else, and then it hits you at 12 o'clock that you want to eat something, by then it is lunchtime. So 12 you'll end up eating a lot, and then again 2:30 when the children are back, you eat along with them. So in a gap of 2 hours you've eaten too much for the body to handle. Body has a limit of how much it can absorb and utilize. Anything that you eat beyond a point at a particular time, it's going to store it as fat. So it doesn't really give you nourishment. So have your meals with the family, fix your timings and space them out well. Try and have your dinner as early as possible. Ideally, 9 o'clock your kitchen should be closed. It's good not just for you, it is also good for your entire family. So eat mindfully. Remember what you're eating. And next time you feel this hunger pang coming on, before you do anything else, reach out for a glass of water, have water, wait for 5-10 minutes, 8 out of 9 times that will calm you down. Keep all your favorite junk food out of reach. Don't keep it at home, because when you keep it at home, you will invariably reach out for it. So if you're planning to lose weight, eat healthy, eat at regular times, cut out the sugars, control oils and control your portion sizes. Now coming to pregnant and lactating mothers in our homes, the first trimester you really don't need that much extra. Normally there's that excitement, oh, we're going to have a baby in the house, so let's feed the mother. It's important. Healthy food is important, but overeating is not important. You don't need to eat for 2 people. This is a myth that is handed down from our grandmothers forever, but it is not true. You don't need to eat for 2 people. So for a pregnant lady, you need to eat healthy. You don't need to eat for 2 people. First trimester, you need to eat just normal food, the amount that you need for your age and weight and height. Second trimester onwards, you need to start stepping up your food intake. Now what happens is that by the time the second and the third trimester, your baby is growing. So you need to eat nourishing food. You need to eat food that gives you nutrients, very nutrient rich foods. Green leafy vegetables become very important for you, both to help you keep up with the increasing blood volume and your iron needs. It gives you folate. Folic acid is very, very essential for normal development of a baby. It protects them against birth defects, neural tube defects. So eat adequate amount of green leafy vegetables, which doesn't mean that you don't eat red, white, yellow, all the other vegetables. Everything is required. Have a lot of proteins. So if you're a vegetarian, please include legumes, which is your rajmas, chanas and lobias and soya bean into your diet. Again, a very good source of folates, which are essential for your baby and you. Have arhar dal, have moong dal, there's no problem with that, but consciously include whole dals. They are more better for you. Another vegetarian protein is paneer and besan. So have a decent quantity of that. When you're picking up paneer, your 2 thumb size, this is 1 serving of paneer for you. So make sure that in every meal you have either besan or paneer or a dal. That will take care of your proteins. Have whole grains. Constipation is a very common problem that pregnant and lactating mothers face. So having a high fiber diet protects you against that. Having whole grains is more nourishing because again they are nutritionally more complete vis-a-vis our refined cereals. So do a 80-20. So 2 meals do a whole grain and 1 meal please have your pasta or your rice or whatever else, breads, whatever else you prefer. So you don't need to make food boring. You just need to be a little conscious of the ingredients you're using. So adequate proteins, good amount, adequate cereals, lots of vegetables and fruits. So have those 2 fruits a day. Juices are something, especially this anar ka juice le lo, you'll get a lot of iron. It is a myth. Please have the whole anar, but don't stick only to anar. Amrud is a far better source of iron. Amla, which is in season right now, is one of the richest sources of vitamin C. So go for traditional fruits, go for seasonal fruits that are easily available. Just because something is more expensive does not mean that it is more nutritious. Another thing that you need to do, because from the second trimester onwards, your protein requirements are going up. And because the baby is growing, the stomach space starts getting a little compromised. So eating at one go may be a problem. You can break up your meals. So you can, sort of say you start your day in the morning with a cup of tea and a couple of biscuits. Then you can follow it up with some milk and besan ka sheera, or you could do milk and nuts. After an hour or 2, you could then catch up on your parathi, because this is the time your oil requirements are a little better than normally what you would need. So you could have a parathi with sabzi. So if you do this between 8 and 10, you've had a complete breakfast and you've not had to eat all of that together. You can replace your roti or your grain with even a potato. Try to keep the skin on. Having a potato, 1 medium-sized potato is about a roti. So you just might want to do, at 10:30, 11, you might just want to do a potato and paneer salad or a potato and cheese salad with some fruits added to it, with your chaat masala and all to make it more tasty, or whatever other flavoring you like. So you can break up your meals. Similarly, at lunchtime, instead of, because you see, first thing we react to is when we see our plates. So instead of having roti, dal, sabzi, dahi, which sometimes feels a lot, supposing you take a chicken biryani, 2 pieces are more than adequate, medium size. So take a plate of chicken biryani. Take about 100-150 grams of cucumber, that is almost a whole small cucumber, grate it and make a raita out of it. So you still had roti, dal, sabzi, dahi, it's in a different form. If you, like me, prefer a sandwich for lunch, then take a nice multigrain bread. Most of the commercial breads, even the multigrain ones, may not be more than 10 to 20%, but a good bakery will be able to give you 50 to 70% whole grain bread. So take 2 slices of whole grain bread, then you can put in lettuce leaves, tomatoes, You can put in chicken salamis or paneer or cheese, whatever you prefer. Make a nice sandwich out of it and have it with a thick glass of lassi. That's again a complete meal. Actually, if you've done cheese and pepperoni and or chicken and everything, then you don't even need the lassi or dahi separately. That's a whole meal by itself. You can do that. Then if you've done besan, take a katori of dal, add your atta to it. So have 2 misi parathis and have it with just 2 tablespoons of green chutney, preferably homemade. That's again a complete meal. And you can finish it off with dahi. So breaking up your meals help. Putting it all together as a one bowl meal helps. Dinner, you might just want to do a soup. You can make a full meal soup by having vegetables into it, adding cheese or chicken into it, and taking it with a nice garlic bread. Now that's a complete meal again. So a bowl of soup that size, filled up of vegetables. Again, I'm talking fresh, not packaged, and you can add your chicken and or cheese into that, and that becomes a complete meal. So eat healthy. Eat adequate amount. Yes, you need a little bit extra, but you don't need to eat for 2. What you can avoid are the sugars again. You don't need extra sugar. Sugar just gives you empty calories. Our traditional foods like gond ke laddu, besan ke laddu, they're good. So actually, if you have a besan ka laddu and a glass of milk, you've done a very good snack. You need your dry fruits and nuts, so a handful, about an ounce of it, of a mixture of almonds and walnuts and cashews, along with your kishmish and khajur and khurmani. That makes a very good snack again. So these are things you can take, but when you have your panjiri or laddus, you don't need to take 3-4 in the day. 1, maximum 2 is more than adequate. Certain traditional things like ajwain ka pani, zeere ka pani, it helps because indigestion is again something pregnant and lactating mothers face, and you need a lot of fluids too. So you just put that 1 teaspoon of ajwain in a liter of water, leave it overnight, and next morning you can warm it and have it, or you can just have it as it, sieve it out and drink that. That will help you with the gas that forms. It will help you with the indigestion that you feel. It also helps you with nausea and vomiting, which is very common in this period of time. So eat well, move. Just because you're pregnant, you're not ill. Unless your doctor has told you to be on bed, please ensure you do at least half an hour to 45 minutes of walking on a daily basis. Do it in consultation with your gynac. Make sure you understand what you're allowed to do. So exercise daily, eat well, eat in a sitting position. Don't lie down immediately after eating, and you will do well. Without putting on too much of weight. 10 to 12 kgs is adequate in a pregnancy, and also once you get into the lactation phase, it is actually easier to lose weight while you're feeding the baby. So take care of yourselves, and thank you very much for listening in.